Typically, Sarah Palin's nonsensical rants are just that. It's nonsense spewed forth by a woman who couldn't even finish out her term as an Alaskan governor. But in response to the murders that occurred last week, Sarah Palin has finally revealed her true colors. And her true colors are those of a blatant racist. Palin took to Facebook to say the following in response to the murders in Dallas. Black Lives Matter is a farce, and hyphenating America destroys us. Shame on our culture's influencers who would stir contention and division that could lead to evil such as that in Dallas. Shame on politicians and pundits giving credence to thugs rioting against police officers and the rule of law in the name of peaceful protests. It is a farce. Hashtag Black Lives Matter is a farce. Now, if you haven't noticed, thugs is a word used by Republican politicians and Republican media so that they don't have to say the N-word, because that's what they mean. I have spoken with Chauncey DeVega, who's a phenomenal writer and author, many times. And that is what he says unequivocally, and he's not alone in saying that. Thug is Republican speak for the N-word. And that is exactly what Sarah Palin wanted to say right there. But luckily, she has a tiny smidgen of intelligence and decided to not quite go that far. But what she has said here on Facebook is an absolute lie. Black Lives Matter was not responsible for what happened in Dallas. Those were the actions of an unhinged individual who was promptly killed. He got his justice. But Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, their murderers are sitting at home right now. Yeah, they've been suspended, but they're still getting paychecks. They're essentially on vacation. That's why Black Lives Matter is important, Miss Palin. Not because of something that happened in Dallas that didn't involve a Black Lives Matter protester. That was a sick individual who carried out a sick act of terror. But what happens every day across this country and has been for years, that is also an atrocity that needs to be addressed. But Republicans don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the racism that has become systemic within our police forces and even within our own country. They don't want to address that because they rely on it to get elected. Sarah Palin has gone off the deep end, and that's saying something even for somebody as crazy as her. But now, in addition to just being crazy, we get to add the title of racist when we talk about Sarah Palin.